My name is Gretchen Battle, and I've been in the health and wellness space probably for the past 15 years. I guess some of my specialties, honestly, would just be full body wellness. My background is I have a national board of wellness certificate. I'm in the process of getting my ICF ACC cert. I actually have my master's in public health. I think that if you're a good coach, you can coach around anything. A lot of times with my clients, I always tell them I start where you are and like where do you want to begin and how we can work together to get to wherever that looks like for you. Using coaching well, I think, mean different things depending upon what your focus is on. It is making sure that you are partnering with your coach and to get to where you want to be and kind of setting that action plan, not just partnering with your coach to kind of figure out where you need to be. You may not start in the first couple of sessions knowing where you want to be, and that's perfectly fine, but really having that lens of curiosity to figure out what that first kind of step is, and then make sure that you're doing what you're saying doing, navigating it, because the partnership can look different from the first session to the last session. I've had clients that I've worked with for a couple of years, and those relationships have just looked different based upon what the client really wants to focus on. But they've used the session as well. One of the biggest barriers that people often will work through is the relationship with time and the relationship with money. I think those are two of the biggest barriers. And then the other big barrier is oftentimes the fear of success. It's never actually, we think sometimes it's the fear of failure. A lot of times people are actually fear of succeeding. They're so used to being in this place of, I'm not going to do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. So they don't know what success feels like and looks like. So I think that oftentimes can keep people stuck in an area for a long period of time. Curiosity. I think allowing people to be childlike and curious and using that sense of imagination helps with coaching and really being like, okay, well, what if you did do this? And what would that really look like? And planning it out from just being curious and forgetting about time, forgetting about money. What does this really look like? If you had a magic wand and you sprinkled it over it, how would you actually really navigate this? And then really allowing people to break down some of those walls and like, okay, yeah, I actually do have the resources and skills. What would it really look like? And allowing that space to really do so. I think that's one of the beautiful parts of helping people to move the needle with coaching. By booking a coach, naturally, just booking a coach and reaching out with the one and kind of figuring out, again, as you're going into it, though, I think one thing that does help is knowing what your intention is. And you may not know what the intention is initially, but that's perfectly fine. But it really is just reaching out with a coach and letting us kind of explore the experience together and see where you go. That's the best thing you can do. It's boutique. So you have some awesome coaches that are here that are going to be partnering with you to kind of really allow you to get your feet wet and ask the hard questions earlier on. I think some of our personal learning curves you may not have to go through, or you can at least see it from a different lens. Another thing is that it really is focusing on the mind. Our minds are super, super powerful. And if our mind's not going to be in the right mindset, the body won't align. So really focusing on that is also very helpful as well.